Hi guys, I'm Shandor, welcome to my cinema. Today's video has a pretty sad actuality to it, unfortunately. Not too long ago we lost David Lynch, one of the most influential directors, filmmakers of all time. And interestingly enough, I haven't really seen most of his work. I have seen Mulholland Drive when I was quite young, and I gotta be honest, I really didn't like it at all. I thought it made zero sense, and I should rewatch it, for sure. And I've also seen Twin Peaks up until the Laura Palmer case ended, and I really enjoyed it. I don't even know why I haven't finished the whole series, but anyway, I've seen some scenes from Lost Highway, and it was really bizarre. I think bizarre, based on what I have seen so far, is a really good way of describing David Lynch's movies. Now, his directorial debut, Eraserhead, is a movie that I've been meaning to watch for at least 20 years, and I've been dreading to watch for 20 years, but I figured I should pay tribute to him in one way or another, and I think this is a really good way to do it. So, based on a Wikipedia page, it says that Eraserhead is a body horror surrealist movie, which sounds exactly like David Lynch to me. I'm guessing this is gonna be a really difficult watch. So, without any further ado, rest in peace David Lynch, here comes Eraserhead. 3, 2, 1. I like the sound design though, so far. This noise, this ambient noise is pretty cool. Yeah, that looks really nice. Honestly. Is that the moon? Or what is it? That was an awesome transition. Yeah, good visuals. It looks like an umbilical cord. Yeah, I have zero idea what's going on. Yeah, incredible scene transitions. Interesting, it almost kinda reminds me of silent movies. Obviously there was zero dialogue so far, or there's been zero dialogue so far, but just the way the main character moves, it's almost like Chaplin-esque for me. I wonder if Tarkovsky's work was influential for David Lynch, because it kinda reminds me of Stalker. That shot, for example. In a way, this reminds me of Stalker also. It's interesting. Yeah, ambience. Seriously. It's great.
Are you Henry?
No, dialogue.
A girl named Mary called on the payphone and said she's at her parents' and you're invited to dinner.
Ah, that's an interesting juxtaposition. This sort of upbeat music with this really uncomfortable sound design. Unsettling. This potentially could be a really short video. Because so far this movie is all about atmosphere. At least for me. You know? And there's only so many times I can say great atmosphere, because it is, you know. I love the atmosphere that the movie creates. Yeah, editing, seriously, I love the transitions.
I didn't know if you wanted me to come or not. Where have you been?
Dinner's almost ready.
Cohesive dialogue.
I'm very pleased to meet you.
Sit down.
Okay, so not obviously. So based on the way the characters act and the way they speak and the sounds and everything, this is not based in our reality.
I'm printer.
Henry's very clever at printing.
Yeah, see, all of these, yeah, these are not human interactions.
We've got chicken tonight. Strangest damn things. They're man-made. Little damn things. Smaller than my fist. They're new.
Yeah, see? Yeah. This is an alternate reality.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, this is odd. On purpose. Interestingly enough, if you take away the oddness of this movie reminds me of much of Hungarian cinema, you know, where you're watching the movie and you're like, is anything gonna happen? Probably not. Great. You know? Except this is on purpose, and most of Hungarian cinema is not.
Do I just cut them up like regular chickens?
Sure, just cut them up like regular chickens.
Regular chicken, sure.
You'll be all right.
Yeah, see, this to me is absolutely pointless. This whole thing is just pointless. Yeah, see, this is just weird for the sake of being weird. For me.
Did you and Mary have sexual intercourse?
Well, I don't think that's any of your business.
Henry?
Sorry.
That's a yes. Ah!
There's a baby. It's at the hospital.
Mom!
And you're the father.
It's only
Mother,
been...
they're still not sure it is a baby.
It's premature, but there's a baby. After the two of you are married, which should be very soon, you can pick the baby up.
Ah, there's the baby, Okay. Any Bo Burnham fans here? In his song Sexting, he has this line, my dick looks like the baby from Eraserhead. It's not a pretty sight. Did they use animatronics, like with this thing and with the chicken? Probably. A worm? Looks like a worm. This is ridiculous. Again, this is fantastic. Like, that shot is fantastic. Yep, there's that worm. Most likely baby's gonna eat it, I guess. But yeah, again, I'm absolutely fascinated by the sound of this movie. It's freaking amazing what they were able to do with the sound. You know, I gotta, credit where credit is due. Everything in this movie is absolutely intentional. There's so much intention behind everything. And it's really, really well made, in terms of cinematography and sound and editing and everything. This is not quite my style. This is not what I'm looking for in movies, but, you gotta appreciate the intent.
Shut up! I can't stand it. I'm going home.
Okay.
I can't even sleep. I'm losing my mind. You're on vacation now. You can take care of it for a night. All I need is a decent night's sleep.
Why don't you just stay home?
I'll do what I want to do.
Yeah. Well, let's check if the baby has fever. Oh God, this reminds me of, oh God, something that happened in my in my extended family. Right? There was a girl who got pregnant, and she wasn't living her cleanest life at that point. So she did tons of drugs and whatever, mostly speed and stuff. So, and you know, her belly's starting to grow and whatever, and she kept having her period, so she thought that, you know, she's just gaining weight. Turned out not to be the case, but by that point she was 7 months pregnant, and she did everything in her power to, well, you know, not have the baby, if you know what I mean. And then the baby was born, and she had all kinds of breathing problems and lung problems and everything. And the way this freaking creature breathes reminds me of that little poor thingy. And then she died when she was like 8 months old or something. It was horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Yeah, honestly, I'm pretty sure that some of the Hungarian filmmakers were heavily inspired by Lynch, you know? These long takes, long scenes with basically nothing. It's just, you know, sound and things like that. It totally reminds me of Hungarian cinema in a way. It's ridiculous. Except they don't have this surreal character to them, you know? So they're just plain bad. I've never taken acid in my life, but this seems like, oh, interesting, the umbilical cord from the very beginning. But this movie seems like a really bad LSD trip, you know? Is this an analogy for abortion? Is that what it is?
Move over. Move over. Move over.
Again, like, what an amazing transition. Seriously. Every second of this movie is intentional. Absolutely. Stop motion? Pretty cool. Oh, it's the second time we're going into a black hole. That's interesting. That looks incredible. Again. What the heck? Ooh, that was smooth. Okay. Well, baby seems to be... What? 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 Healthy, I wanted to say.
Where's your wife?
She must have gone back to her parents again.
Well, you're gonna have a good time.
Can I spend the night?
That's a yes. Again, what a frame. Like, you know, technically this movie is absolutely wonderful. She's the first one who's like freaked out by that creature. That sounds pretty cool. The character from the beginning. It's interesting because I'm thinking like that guy was almost like a creator of some sorts. At least that's how I interpreted his presence. And then this girl was singing, "In heaven everything is fine," so most likely I'm totally wrong about all this. Impressive.
Okay, Paul! Hiya, Sonny. What do you got there?
Oh, nothing, just a head. Yeah, of course. Let's drill into the head. Pencils. Apparently. So that's why it's Eraserhead. Aha.
It's okay.
Okay, has he been dreaming all of this? Because that would be a really interesting twist. Because, yeah, dreams can be, you know, really out there. I don't think that... Well, who knows, you know, what was Lynch's intention with this, but many times I just can't help but smile or laugh, you know? Yeah, sound. Again. Oh, and she sees him as this. Is he gonna kill that thing? Most likely. It seems like that in a bizarre way, this movie is about abortion. Most likely, I'm totally on the wrong track, but... You know, having an unwanted offspring or something, you know, it's... Obviously complicates lives and... Yeah. Okay, just... cutting the fabric. I mean, it looks really intriguing, you know. Okay, so he did kill it eventually. How much did this movie cost? Because, you know, obviously everything is what's the word I'm looking for? Practical. Everything is practical. And it's really, really impressive. Yeah, but what's with these black hole things? Again, this is the third time. Yeah, is that guy a creator? Because it seems so. Yeah, it seems like he just died and, you know, went to heaven. Well, guys, this was Eraserhead. Okay, well, that was an experience, you know? I really, really, really appreciate the technical aspects of this movie. Every second was absolutely intentional. And what they were doing with the lighting, the practical effects, the editing, the sound design, I think it was absolutely freaking fantastic. But did I like this movie? No. No, not at all. It's not my jam. This was 80 minutes. It felt like 2.5 hours. That's not good, you know? It did remind me of some Hungarian movie makers where you have these really long takes and nothing is happening, and it's not really my thing. okay? But I can absolutely understand why this movie is held in such high regard, because it's definitely really, really, really intriguing. And I mean, to think that, you know, this was the debut of some director, I mean, the guy clearly had a lot of vision, you know? It's just, you know, it doesn't really resonate with me, which is interesting because surrealism is not something that I absolutely detest or something. Like, if I look at some Dali paintings, for example, they move me, they move something in me, you know? And I don't know if you have seen the silent movie, well, it's a short movie, The Andalusian Dog. Andalusian? Fuck if I know. Anyway, it was directed by Buñuel, but the story was made by Dali and Buñuel, and they both had a dream, and they incorporated those two scenes into this whole thing, and it's absolutely surreal, and I think it's freaking fantastic. It was done in 1929, so that worked for me. This one, not so much, but at the same time, I can't help but marvel at, you know, all the technical things in this movie that were absolutely mind-blowing. So I totally understand the love that this movie gets, and I'm pretty sure that this movie also gets a lot of hate, because, you know, people watch it and they're like, what the fuck was this? Right? What the fuck was this? And I'm kind of more on the side of what the fuck was this, but at the same time, and again, like, most likely I'm reading it wrong, but this kind of felt like a really bizarre analogy on abortion, or creation for that matter, because there was this character and it seemed like he was God in a way. I don't know. I mean, I guess there are like 150 interpretations of this movie, which I'm going to read after I'm done with this. So anyway, I'm still very sad that David Lynch is no longer with us. Guys, thank you so much for watching this movie together with me. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe, and see you next time at the cinema.